Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Nicole, and today I thought we would just do a chatty get ready with me using some of the new makeup that I bought recently. I actually put it all in one of my son's toys, which I thought was really funny. I wanted to share that with you. How are you guys doing? I am doing pretty good overall. I feel like this is just such an interesting season of everyone's life right now, and it's kind of weird to have to put a bunch of plans on hold. So for me, I'm turning 30 this year, which is kind of like a big milestone in a lot of people's lives. It's something a lot of people either really look forward to or they really dread. It's like a big turning point, I guess. And my whole 20s have kind of been based on being in your 20s, and that's because I run an online magazine that is all about being in your 20s. And that's been really fun. It's always been a real passion of mine to help people find more direction and figure out what they want to do with their lives, to just really make the most of their 20s and not waste them, really. I've been working on that since I was 22, and I'm almost 30 now, so it's been quite a while, over 7 years that I've done that. And so when you have a website, it's called GenThirty, by the way, I'll link it down below. But when you have a website that is all about your 20s, it's kind of a natural progression of things that you would then move into your 30s, right? So I get asked that question a lot, very frequently, if GenThirty is ever going to be a thing. And it is. Which is why you're watching this YouTube channel right now. So yeah, that's GenThirty is coming, and the website's not here yet because I'm just kind of taking my time with it and writing content and mapping out my master plan for it. But because I turned 30 in less than a month now, that's something I really need to finish up and launch. But my idea for it is, it's going to be far more of a personal project than GenThirty is. GenThirty is very contributor driven. It's very a collective of stories and experiences of a bunch of people in their 20s, not just me. And it kind of sets it apart because it's kind of a close silent community, because you're kind of going through a lot of hard things in your 20s and challenging to figure out who you are and where you fit in and what you want to do with your life. And you don't want to be boxed into anything, but it's really the time you need to start building up the foundation of your career. And that's not to say that you can't transition later, you totally can. That's a whole nother situation. But I personally feel that our 20s should be taken a little more seriously than perhaps they traditionally are. Back to GenThirty. I feel like your 30s are just, and from what I've heard from all my friends who are 30 right now, is that your 30s are just a totally different game, basically. A lot of them have kind of experienced this fundamental shift in the way they view themselves and the way they view their lives, and it's really interesting to witness that happening in friends and knowing that it's coming for you. So I'm just trying to figure out, especially what content I specifically want to write about, because something for me that's a big change is that I'm a mom now, and that happened. I was 28 when my son was born. Motherhood is going to be a big part of it, and I kind of feel like you can read a bunch of guides and stuff from big websites about how to be a mom and all this stuff, but what I was really looking for when I was pregnant and when my son was a newborn and stuff was personal experiences from other moms. That's something I really want to share in my new content. Just things that have happened to me, things that we've gone through, things that we struggled with, how we overcame them, just stuff like that. I find that personal stories are far more relatable, and so that's what I really want to share. And I want it to be a place of peace and calm and gentleness. And one thing I'm really focusing on is simplicity, and for me that kind of means refinement, I think. Kind of refinement in all areas of my life where I'm just letting go of things that don't matter, things that I don't care about, finding simplicity in my home, finding simplicity in the everyday, spending my time doing the things that I want to be doing and not focusing on things that I don't want to be doing. Alright, so I'm almost done this primer. It's the Touch and Soul Pores No More primer. But yeah, anyway, back to simplicity. So that's kind of like a big theme in my overarching content. I do plan to write a lot about your 30s and growth in your 30s and different stuff like that. But this is like pretty much a full personal endeavor at this moment, so that's a lot of a big undertaking because I'm still running my other business full time. And now with all this coronavirus stuff, my son is home full time. My husband also works full time, so I'm in charge of my son full time, basically. I do have time during the day to work. Like, we have a pretty like balanced schedule, but like the bulk of the working day goes to my husband. So my work is kind of spread around the other hours of the day, which can be really challenging sometimes, because in my mind it's always like I'm the last priority, and I really have to fight against that. And so that's been an interesting change, and I know it's just temporary, but it's like, this of course is coming at a time where I'm trying to like build and launch like a whole new business, which is weird. But yeah, I don't know how things are gonna go in the future, and I mean, I hope GenThirty will be successful like GenThirty. For what I do, it's like an up and down thing all the time, so. But it's, I don't know, it's exciting to have GenThirty finally becoming a thing. So this summer I was meant to be going to Turks and Caicos to celebrate turning 30 with a bunch of my friends who are also turning 30, and I don't think it's gonna happen. The only thing that I had booked personally was the Airbnb, so I hadn't booked my plane tickets yet, so I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that hassle. I just gotta figure out what we're doing with the Airbnb and like when we're gonna go instead, and it's really kind of a bummer not to be able to celebrate turning 30 the way I wanted to, but it's okay, we'll figure it out. You know, there are kind of more important things going on right now, but so it's still okay to be sad about it. I guess we can talk a little bit more about GenThirty and what that is. So GenThirty is a multi-contributor platform. It's an online magazine that I started with my friend Gina in 2013, and a little bit after we started it, a couple months, Gina actually got a job at this huge company as like their social media lead, and they were just starting their social media department, so that was a huge deal and a huge opportunity for her and her career goals, so she ended up going there, and that was awesome. I think she liked that job, and it led her to a job she has now, which she loves, so yeah, it all works out for the best. But for me, GenThirty was always my long game. It was always what I wanted to do, so I just decided to do it, and that's worked out really well for me. So yeah, GenThirty has had almost 100 contributors over the course of its time, and I'm still going to be running GenThirty. I just have to figure out what exactly that looks like for me with my time, and how I'm spending my days, and what I really want to be creating, because I mean, as I'm turning 30, like, I am leaving my 20s behind, and while that does come with some wisdom, it comes with its own like new challenges and new desires and new goals. So I don't know, I can't live in my 20s forever, nor do I want to, so I just have to figure out what the balance of everything is. I'm excited to have a new project, mostly with GenThirty, but I still want to work on GenThirty. I just have to figure out, again, like I said, what that looks like for me and what it looks like for the brands going forward, because they are sister brands, they're partner brands, and I also have to figure out what else I want to do and create. GenThirty has opened up a lot of opportunities for me. I had a book deal because of it, and I got to write a book, which was really cool. But yeah, but going on from there, it's like I just have to figure out like what I want to do next, you know? Oh, I love this spray. It's the Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist spray. It's like, it's not really a setting spray, but I think it just like makes your makeup and your skin look so beautiful. So yeah, I really recommend this as a side note. I'm gonna go in with my highlighter, which I'm gonna use this Hourglass palette for. And GenThirty is, it's really, I just want it to be a community of 30-something women who are really focusing on simplifying their lives, finding themselves more confident, who are also looking for other women to connect with. I want it to be a place to share personal stories. I want it to be calming and relaxing and inviting and inspirational, and yeah, that's basically my vision for it so far. I'm not 100% sure when the website is going to launch. Hopefully soon. I mean, I turned 30 in a month, so I would like it to be before then. Yeah, so big differences between Gen 20 and Gen 30 besides the subject matter. Gen 30 will also have more video, which is why I'm here and why you're watching this. And I'm excited about that. Video is something I've always wanted to do more of, but I've always like really struggled with it. And like finding the right personality for Gen 20 on video, but Gen 30 feels way more natural for me to be talking like this. So I just kind of prefer that. And I mean, I'm doing some other things with Gen 20, and that will be shared pretty soon, but we'll see when exactly. I don't know. I don't have a timeline. Yeah, so video is different. The singular voice is different. I don't know. There's a lot of interesting and fun differences, and I am excited for it all. So, yeah, when I'm done my makeup, I just like to go back over my cheeks with my beauty blender, beauty sponge, whatever, just to make sure everything's like pushed in and blended and stuff. So yeah, I mean, you don't have to be in your 30s to watch this. Like, the YouTube channel is not all gonna be about being in your 30s. A lot of it's gonna be about just me and my life and stuff like that. Whereas like the website is going to be a little less personal, I would say. Like, not so much directly my life, but more like helpful advice and links and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm really excited for the change. I'm a month out from turning 30, and I don't know. Like, am I excited to turn 30? Yes and no. I'm kind of fearful to leave my 20s because I feel like I know my 20s so well, and I feel like a lot of people have a lot of expectations for their 30s, and what if we don't, you know, meet those expectations or live up to those, or like things aren't as dramatically different as we expected them to be. So that's just kind of what I fear, but there's also no going backwards in time. Like, this is my last month of my 20s, and I should probably finish it with a bang and launch a new business and just really reflect on the things that I've learned in my 20s and what I want to bring into my 30s and what I want to leave behind. And yeah, I think I'm excited, but it is a big change, and I don't know when it'll hit me that I'm turning 30, but it's fine. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was a little insightful to like learn a little bit more about me and what I do and my vision for everything going forward. So comment down below your Hogwarts house if you made it this far. I think I could be a Ravenclaw or Gryffindor. I think I kind of fit into either. There's a lot of qualities of Ravenclaws that I really admire, but I think I'd probably be in Gryffindor. So I have 2 of these shirts, but I just really like the color of this one, so whatever. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'd love if you join me on this journey, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!